EA Sports, it's in the game.
Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. running there. Pass to 6. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From deep, it's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught over the middle. It's Kane. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air, it's Washington. Escapes the pressure going right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Barrett. Left side is Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Making the adjustment on the play. Takes the handoff. It's Croma. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Seminoles looking to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The short hands, it's Gibson. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Second down coming up. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Heaves it on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Straight ahead, it's Croma. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Makes his man miss. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and 3. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Croma. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note. 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for those blocks to set up, and then he's been bursting through the hole. He's really showing you a little bit of everything, and by the way, it's still the first half.
And the Noles are rolling down the field. They'll run it to the right. All over him immediately.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back, it's Sperry. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Boggs. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
See if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. The play fake. They're all over him. Complete in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he...
Unloads it downfield. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might as well run him again. Plows through the defense. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic abilities, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Hits the hole. It's Ncaa. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Berry. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Again, it's Jared Gibson. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. The 50. He's at the 40, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings, the Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 24 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff for Jarrett. Turns it on at midfield. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Just feeds the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Burrowing for yardage. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there. Third and short, and they're expecting the run. They're able to penetrate, crease the O-line, get into the backfield, and make a big stop, now setting up fourth down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for space. It's Croma. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Back's got it on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got the big tight end on the corner route.
Look at this dumbass shit.
A couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple of times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Hand off, Gibson working left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. To throw, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Again, running right, it's Gibson. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gibson again. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. Again, running right, it's Gibson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Making the adjustment. Looking to throw it Sperry. Just barely got rid of it.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Running inside. It's Chroma. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Fights off a defender.
Bro, this running back breaks so many motherfucking tackles.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Left side is Harris. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. And down he goes.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion, they ice the game, they don't get it, it feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Right side, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Lost to throw on 1st. Fires to the wideout. Lucky to get it off.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Here's a give to Gibson. Turning it on. Pass attack. Touchdown Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Lining up to add another. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking for space. It's Kroma. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The give. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
If you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had...
There he goes! Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A run for the quarterback. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
This drive will open from the 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. 30 short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing didn't even get outside the 20-yard line, and they'll take over in the red zone. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Sperry. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It'll be a wrap. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. On play action. Moving to his left. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a